God. Oh, I'm fine. What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to episode 2 of whatever we're going to call this new series. And today is Monday, which is 2 days after England's most powerful, and I am now in off-season, which means an opportunity to get better. I'm always really excited for off-seasons. An opportunity to get healthier is first point of call. Obviously, it goes without saying that we spend this period of time on significantly less drugs or running TRT, depending on what people's personal preference will be. And also, you know, you can use this time to have a bit of a tidy up if you've got a bit of fat after pushing heavy calorie surpluses all the way through competition season. I don't really feel like that's massively going to be the case for me. I'm not looking to lose loads of body weight during this off season. I am excited to try and maintain as much body weight as I can, hopefully so I can then go into the next competitive season next year, which for me prep will start probably around February time. I'll be looking to go into that season, you know, around 140 kilos ideally, with the ideology of getting fitter and just managing this body weight better, and then looking to push that body weight on a little bit into the next competitive season and potentially compete around 150 kilos would be nice, or at least start to push our way up towards that body weight and see how the body responds, feels, and how fit I am and so on, and how well I move. Things I'm going to be doing in off season to help with that is continuing my fight training. I don't really like talking about my fight training as much because it's quite personal to me, but I do enjoy it, and it isn't direct in terms of its transfer to strongman, of course, but it's fantastic cardio and really good for mobility. Being forced to move like that, oftentimes people are quite scared to go into those kind of worlds as a strength athlete, or, you know, bodybuilders and powerlifters are always quite dubious about going into the world of any kind of fight training, boxing, martial arts, whatever, for the fear of getting injured. But the guys that train it often don't get injured because they are, you know, very springy. And I've been doing it for quite a while now, and I've eased myself into it and got my body adapted and used to it, to the point now where I started off with boxing and I'm now doing MMA, and so far so good with MMA, with a lot of success, and it's forcing me to be more mobile. And if that continues to be a staple, then the idea is I plan on being one of those rather large humans that can still, you know, jump, throw a good kick, you know, and move around without that being dangerous, you know, or potentially compromising. And I think that in itself has a lot of carryover to strongman, where, you know, if I've got good mobility and I've got strong tendons and ligaments that are able to be that springy and athletic, you then combine that with skill, strength, and of course fitness. That's quite the all-round package for strongman, and it's also just fun. I'm going to do a little bit of boxing today, try and shake off some of the DOMs from the competition. I'm sore, but mainly through my legs today. My upper body and my back and stuff doesn't feel too bad, so going to take some time to do some boxing today. But then we'll go into off-season training, which will properly start the week after next. So I've got this week to recover from competition. Next week I'll do a little bit of training, but I'm also taking some time off work next week, and then the week after that I will be locking into my off-season properly, which I'm very much excited for. I've written up a full plan on how I'm going to execute this off-season in terms of things I need to be working on. Lots of conditioning work, lots of knee rehabilitation, and looking to get my tendons and ligaments in my knees really healthy and strong, ready for next year, so I'm not at a disadvantage when it comes to those. It will also massively help not just events that involve push pressing like axle or log, but it will also help events like moving events and so on, as once the pain is in, which is what we saw from Saturday, it does have a negative impact on the way that I move. So that needs fixing. Conditioning needs improving to increase that baseline of strength, as well as correcting a lot of the weak areas that I have, which for me, for the most part, I'm pretty even across the board. I'd say that conditioning is a weak area alongside obviously tendon health. And like I said, I do really enjoy this time to train, reflect, but I'm also excited to be able to take you guys along with me, because I will be venturing off and doing some other things as well, spending some time going to visit some people and train with them, because it's not something I will go and do when I'm in prep for competition. And I'll also be spending a good bit of time getting in the suit and learning how to deadlift in the suit, which is always, it's fun and frustrating all at the same time. But now there's no pressure, that will take a lot of the frustration out, and I imagine I'll probably be able to learn the suit a little bit quicker with a less pressured environment. So I'm very, very keen to take you all with me. But I still have a very busy time coming up, which we'll also be taking you with us when it comes to client competitions. We've got a new camera set up, which means I can just pick this camera up and take you with me, which is very, very exciting. It's an expensive piece of kit, but well worth it. And that means I'm going to be able to take you guys to various competitions and force myself to expose myself a little bit more, not to get naked, although when I see a camera, I can't help it. But in all seriousness, I'm excited to just take you guys around and be able to show you exactly what I do, because obviously I am a coach before I am an athlete. Like, I like talking about my own training and stuff like that, but realistically, I am a coach first. You know, I was meant to be competing this year at Hampshire's Strongest Man, and I was very excited to prep and get into that comp. But then two of my clients, Owen and Vicky, qualified for World's Strongest, the natural one, UKNS Worlds, and there was no way I was missing that. So I dropped my comp and travelled to Ireland, because I'll always be a coach first at the end of the day. So I am very excited to be able to show you guys a lot more of what I do, and the different gyms that I go to, different competitions that I attend, and bits and pieces, and talk through. Hopefully a lot of stuff to do with some of my mindsets around coaching and some of the work I'm doing with people to get them ready for comps as well. Hopefully you will find this interesting. I'm going to sign this out as if the video ends here, because I'm not sure what else we're going to film today. Until next time, peace, love and cake.